Are you a new GTA Online player? Are you having a rough time in public sessions? Do you find yourself respawning a lot? Well, this video is gonna help you out. These, I should say, are the best vehicles to survive GTA Online in. Now, there are for sure a tier list here. We'll start with the best one first. This is actually something that is new. It's the new Imani tech. You do have to get the agency, you do have to get the vehicle workshop inside of it. So I guess maybe for newer players, that's not that attainable. But man, oh man, the Imani tech is so good. You can only get on like 4 or 5 vehicles, which sucks. The best one, the fastest one at least though, is the Champion. It's a supercar and you can get this all on. It just allows no one to lock onto you. I mean, you're kind of see some clips here. No one can lock onto you in this Imani tech, which is so nice. It's so peaceful. You can just drive around. Oh, there's 17 oppressors in the sky. They're all red. Doesn't bother me. They're not gonna lock onto me. It's nice. It's also funny to see them rage when they're trying to hit you by like free aiming and they just can't. And then they just end up killing themselves. If you want to survive, oh, the Imani tech is nice. Also, again, probably more specifically the Champion here. It's very fast. It's very good as far as the handling goes. It has for sure been one of my most used vehicles over the last couple of weeks. I do wish they put the Imani tech on all the other vehicles, but it seems that's not gonna happen. So unfortunately we are left with the few, but for sure the Imani tech on the Champion. One of the best vehicles, in my opinion, to survive. Next up, we're gonna have the list, the tier list. This is second best. This is also going to allow you to survive, but it's not gonna really allow you to like fight back. The best vehicle out of the 3 or the 2 I'm gonna show is for sure the MOC cab. This thing can withstand, I think it's 68 or 69 Oppressor Mk II missiles. It's maybe like 50 or so homing, I think, or RPGs. It's a little less, but the majority of the people trying to kill you are Oppressor Mk II people. So 68, 69, that's 3 whole refuels basically that they have to do to kill you, to blow you up. You can't have the back on, which is why you have to use it as the cab. I love using the, I think it's the, whatever, the Joe built, whatever it's called, the Phantom maybe, because it looks like a regular truck and it's always nice. They think you're just in a regular truck, but you actually have this super armored one. Also, there's no windows on the back, so you can kill people if they're on foot by just backing up and shooting, which is always fun to just see people rage. But for sure, the MOC cab is like the second best thing, apart from the Imani tech, to just survive in. Kind of, if you want to throw it in this same section here, we have the Insurgent. You can do the regular Insurgent, the Insurgent pickup. There's the Night Shark, which is basically an Insurgent mini. Those are all good. I believe they withstand like 27 Oppressor Mk II missiles, but the MOC cab, I think, is just better. It's also a lot faster than you'd think, which is nice. Now, third on the list of vehicles just to survive in GTA Online in public sessions, the stealth heli, the Akula. This thing is nice to have. I very rarely use it lately, mainly because of the Imani tech, but the stealth heli is nice. And to own a stealth heli, the Akula, I believe you only need to own the hangar, which I don't think is that costly. So it's not like it's a great cost to entry to get this. But the Akula is nice because it has this stealth feature where if you hit it, you just go off the radar. And not showing up on the radar is the best way to survive in GTA Online. If you could go off the radar all the time, I think you could be driving any vehicle and you would never die. Things would be so nice and peaceful in Los Santos if the radar didn't exist. And the Akula makes that happen. Now, of course, when you're flying around, people can still lock onto you, and then if they see you, they can come after you. This is kind of an armored heli. I believe it takes like 2 or 3 missiles before it blows up. It also does have rockets if you purchase them for it. So you can kind of fight back. I don't think they're the best rockets though, but just going up like as high as you can go in the helicopter, turning on stealth mode, like you can just get anywhere so easily. And it's nice to have. Also, maybe like tangentially related here, the ultralight. This has a similar feature where you go off the radar basically, and you can see at the top left, it says it at one point, if you're just gliding or like barely moving at all, you will be off the radar. You know you're off the radar if your little icon in the middle is blinking, which is what's happening. And people just, of course, if you're not on the radar, they can't see you. And it is pretty silent. I don't think it makes any noise at all, really. So if you want to maybe come up behind someone, if they're not looking at you, I guess you could sneak up on them. There is a machine gun, which is, it does take some accuracy to actually kill people, but it's not bad. It's not the fastest. It's definitely a more scenic vehicle. You're going to spend a lot of time in the air because it's not that fast. You're not going to be getting places very quickly, but it is kind of like the Aquila in that you go off the radar. So that's nice. All right, fourth, we're going to put the Toreador. The reason I'm going with the Toreador here is because it gives you everything. Escapability. If you want to fight, you can do that. And it gives you protection. You are going to need the Kasaka, which is maybe a little costly, but the Toreador is so damn good. It has a boost, which means you can escape whenever you need to. And it recharges very quickly. It does have missiles, and these missiles are insane. They will very rarely miss. And it is also armored. I believe it can withstand like 3 to 5 missiles. It's kind of finicky. Sometimes it withstands more, sometimes it's less. Maybe that depends if you've been running the car into like walls. I don't know if that damage affects it, but like 3 to 5 missiles. So it does give you some protection as far as against an Oppressor Mk II. Usually if you guys both see each other and you see he's coming after you to kill you and y'all shoot missiles at the same time, your missile will hit and his will hit, but you'll kill him because of course the Mk II is not armored and yours is. So the Toreador is very good. It's just a better Stromberg, which was probably one of the best vehicles prior to that update. And the best part, I haven't mentioned it yet, you can go in the water. So again, escapability. If someone's really coming after you, if you really want to survive, take this into the ocean or into the lake and escape that way. They can't harm you if they can't go down into the water. So the Toreador is great. The only unfortunate part is that it's got a big window. So people maybe on console, this would affect you guys more. They can maybe easily lock onto you and shoot you with the auto aim if you are like slow, if you're not boosting everywhere. But that's a very minor thing. If you want to survive, this gives you the best way to survive and then attack back. So if you're looking actually for a mix of both, the Toreador is your vehicle. And then last but not least, the fifth one, the best vehicle to survive in, I am going to say the Oppressor Mk II with the chaff system or the chafe system, however you pronounce it. If you use the chaff system in a smart manner, and you're not actually trying to like PvP or anything, and you're just trying to survive, you can do that pretty reliably with this setup. What I do, anytime I even come close, like you got to pay attention to the minimap. Anytime you're anywhere near someone that you even think is remotely capable of killing you, you pop the chaff system and fly away. This allows you to never get locked onto. And on the off chance maybe someone does come after you, you're on an Oppressor Mk II. Just shoot them with missiles. This one does require a little bit more skill. Unfortunately, you are going to need the, I believe it's the nightclub for this because you need the terabyte. But if you're looking to get around fast, because of course you're an Oppressor Mk II, you're just flying around the map. If you're looking to just kind of survive and maybe even scare people off sometimes, that's another thing. If you're on an Oppressor, sometimes that just scares people away. So if people are scared of you, they're not going to be near you. They're not going to try and kill you. I think the Oppressor Mk II with the chaff system is actually very good for trying to survive in GTA Online. But that's gonna do it with my list. Hopefully this helps some of you guys out if you are a newer player or something like that. You've been just getting pooped on. Well, try out some of these vehicles. It really has been so nice the last couple of weeks using the new Imani tech, not being able to be locked onto, just enjoying driving around. It's nice, and I would definitely recommend things. So anyway, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA content, and as always, see you all in the next one.